Alex Palou has made an uncharacteristic mistake and has handed the victory to Scott Dixon. It's a 21st straight season with a victory for Scott Dixon.
Well done, man.
What a brilliant win.
Welcome to your victory lap, Mr. Scott Dixon.
Thanks, man.
Over a year.
Yeah.
Is this relief or is this just pure joy?
It's pure joy, man. I think, especially too, is the family all made it today. They actually drove up today. First, I want to say it's the first win in person for Kit, which is pretty cool as well.
Oh, that's lovely.
He's 5, and it's cool for him to be here. But no, what a day. Obviously, we got a little bit lucky with Alex's mishap there, but maybe a little bit of not payback, but redemption from St. Pete, situation. So no, it feels great, man. It's great to do it here too. Obviously in Mid-Ohio.
But it shows how much pressure he was under, because he made 2 big mistakes today. He was having a push hard to stay ahead of you.
Yeah, which for us, and we still had to get a massive number all the way to the end. Obviously the 2-stopper, shout out to Honda and HRC. That was pretty special. I don't know how many others got it to work, how deep in the pack it was, but for us to pull that off was pretty awesome, man. So
it was nice.
Yeah, we were pushing as much as we could, but still had to get a big number.
Were you always going to run the 2? Was that the plan right from the outset?
Honestly, you kind of got to just be on your toes. I think that's like any IndyCar race. I think you got to be ready for change, and those obviously, I think for people like Alex, they've had races where they've had to be quick on their feet and obviously made changes. For me, when I saw that the caution that we had right out of the gate, I'm like, okay, this is 2 stoppers on, which they've tried to eliminate with extending the race by 10 laps. So maybe I'll have to extend it another 10 laps.
But you needed each stint, you needed 4 laps of caution. You took your first stop and then bam, 4 laps of caution exactly when you needed it.
Yeah, we were able to get it. The only stint that was kind of tough, well, there was 2, was the middle stint on the Reds. We got a lot of understeer for whatever reason. We didn't put enough front wing in for that one, so the left front was getting abused a bit. And then the last one they took out, they didn't take any of the front wing out. So man, I would just look at the corner and the car would turn. So it was super physical at the end, just trying to make sure that the car didn't spin out. But what a day, man! What a day.
And look, I mean, we're talking about it like your first podium since St. Pete.
Yeah.
What goes on in your mind, given all of your experience, all of your knowledge of this championship and the ebb and the flow and how seasons can change? Was there frustration starting to kick in, or was the knowledge always there that you have the package, you have the team, and it was just a matter of biding your time and waiting for the opportunity to come up?
Yeah, I would say it's been probably the most frustrating season I've had. There's years like 2004-05, we just didn't have the package, but this year we have. And any kind of little thing, St. Pete kind of kicked it off that way. The first test, put us in a hole with, having a failure and then getting an engine penalty right out of the gate. It's just been, the brake situation at Indy, 500. I think that was maybe one of the best Indy 500 cars I had, and just it was over before it started. So it's been a very frustrating year, and it's not just for me, man. It's everybody on the 9-car crew. It's Chip and Noah is frustrated as well. Friday, Saturday, I was bummed because the car was definitely quick enough to get to the fast 6, but I made a mistake in the last corner, and we ended up starting P9. So it would have been a much easier race starting in the top 6.
21 seasons, a win in a row. That is a wild statistic.
It's good, man. It feels good. It should
feel good.
I think when you start to get to the point where we were in the season, okay, we're just over halfway, but you start to think like, oh man, this might be the year that we don't keep that tradition going. But it's a hell of a tradition for the team and everybody involved, man. So.
And what is it about you and Hail Marys? Because you make the impossible possible. How do you do it?
It's just, I think this is such a sport where you got to cover all bases. I don't think there's always, as Chip states in every pre-race meeting, there's a strategy for everybody in the field that can win this race. Yeah. And, we really work on that. We try to make sure that we cover all bases. Today we did the perfect situation where you had, the 10 car on a flat out strategy, 3-stopper, and we were, as flat out as you can be on a 2-stopper. So, it's nice to have those converge, and that's what makes these IndyCar races really fun to watch too, when they converge at the end.
And what a way to kick off this second half of the season, man.
Yeah, we've got to keep the ball rolling now, man.
Hit the reset button and go.
Alex got a pretty big lead, man.
Yeah.
So we've, you know, I think it's a fight for second at the moment. You know, kudos to him and the 10-car team. They've done a tremendous job. You know, can only say congratulations to them.
Well, an amazing job. 21 seasons, 7th win here.
Yeah.
Nobody drives this track like you. So happy to see you back on the top step again, man.
Thanks,
and that
man.
smile.
Yeah.
That smile.
It feels good. It's damn nice. Really, really nice.
Long may that stay on your face.
I hope
my
I can
friend.
join you for another ride at some point, man.
Mate,
Yeah.
let's do it every race.
Got some nice air conditioning. It's
This
perfect.
is it. Congratulations.
Well done. And we didn't
Very
crash.
many congratulations. I know.